What's your digital footprint and why should you care about it? Media expert Mohit Rajhans joins us now with more. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Annette.
So a digital footprint is like anywhere that you appear online.
Yes, very much so. Those breadcrumbs, that data, those pictures, everything we've been sharing for the past 2 decades is pretty much what culminates into our digital footprint. We are in a situation now where we have to do an audit for what's out there when it comes to both our family lives and our professional lives. And Annette, that's part of this conversation. How often do we go back and look at what's out there, what is projected about us, and what we need to clean up in the process?
So how can you do that? Is it simply a matter of like maybe Googling your name?
Well, that's a great way to start. I think one of the things we have to remember is that for some people, we created their digital footprint for them. So our kids, for example, or younger generations, we might have started to post things on social media networks and online that they're not even a part of, they're not aware of. So by first going to Google or many of the social media apps and searching out where that content lies is the first thing. But the other part of it is trying to figure out how to remove it, untag yourself, and make sure you're not associated with conversations that you no longer want to be a part of.
It might be a group that you once belonged to, or maybe somewhere somewhere that you went socially or whatever. Maybe you're pictured in, at a party somewhere.
Yeah, very much so. And I think a lot of what's happening with Gen Z and Gen Alpha now is they're starting to realize that those party pictures and those frat house things that they were involved with, or even those TikTok dances, don't have a lot to do with what they want to do with their professional careers. But it's not only kids, it's also people who are changed careers, people who have decided that they want to do different things in their life and don't want to be identified with certain things. Family conversations are important at this point as well. Many people go on to create entirely different identities online that they don't want associated with certain family and family members. The important thing right now to remember is that with 5 generations on the internet, there's not one rule that applies to the way that we share information. And that's a big reason why you want to get a hold of your digital footprint and understand what's out there.
So how can you untag yourself if someone else has done this? Like I know I've caught things myself where it's like somebody has tagged me in a situation and I'm like, no, I don't want people to know that I'm away at this point or that I was at this event. And you ask, and I've been lucky in all cases, people have removed my name from it.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because you'll have to go through each setting on each app and future-proof yourself by adjusting who can tag you in the future. When it comes to the past, you could remove your tag associated with things, but let's be honest, so many social media apps and digital websites, etc., have come and gone. In some cases, you don't even know the passwords for things and where they belong. And some companies and websites and blogs don't exist anymore. So you're not going to be able to have a total 100% sort of cleanup. But if you don't audit it regularly, you're not going to be able to understand what people get when they're looking for you. And that's another part of this. You want to future-proof your employment. You want to look at your activities in the future and not think to yourself, oh, your family's going to be embarrassed about things you did in the past. It's not all manageable, but we have to start thinking about this, especially when it comes down to the future generations.
I always think when I post on things, if my mom could see it, what would she think?
Well, that's probably a way for you not to post anything because we're at a point now where we share so much online and that we have to make sure that we're protecting. We're sort of digital guardians for other generations as well. And we're not going to be able to solve for it overnight. But as we see technology and innovation start to creep into people's lives and deep fakes and all that, it's all very scary stuff. But if it's out there for people to use, they'll use it.
Okay, because employers are looking, right?
Yeah, that's another part of this is that as much as we like to think that, no, you don't get your reference checks done this way or people don't Google things, it's a great window into what you really bring to the table for somebody. So employers look, your friends look. It's true.
All right. Thanks very much, Mohit Rajhans, media expert. I'm untagging a whole bunch of stuff right after the show.
Thank you.